Oh, Mike, where'd you go? You got lost in all the craziness. Oh, there he is. Oh, wow. You know, jump into a cold pool. It's a bit of a shock to your system. Today on Mission to Me Man, we're going to be talking about adjusting to college.
That's the name of the game today. Obviously, it's a huge adjustment in your life. You're going from a small pond in the town that a lot of you have probably grown up in your entire lives. That's the way it was for me. That was the way it was for BT. College is a totally different animal, whether you admit it or not. So you got to be ready for it, and you got to be ready for what you're going to be experiencing.
Exactly, guys. There's going to be a lot of new things coming your way in college. You're not going to be waking up with your parents telling you, okay, time to go to school, time to go back, high school classes, attendance periods, things like that, where it's all kind of on you, go through the motions, it's expected. No, in college, there's a lot more independence. Because of that, there's also a lot more responsibility. There's a lot more put on you. If you sleep in and don't go to class, no one might know, but you have those options. You could goof off. There's a lot of partying and drinking, drugs, things like that, new things that are going to come your way. So it's a big learning experience. You're kind of on your own for the first time, and you have all these crazy new experiences.
Little story. Mike's story time, all right? So, my first days of college back in 2012. Went there. I had done a year at prep school, so I had been away from my family for a year. But college is a totally different animal. Right, got to college, met a couple guys, boom. 9 days in a row, we were drinking like crazy. I had never felt my liver shake so much in my entire life. And it wasn't just beer. I had tried beer before. Obviously, I was a high schooler. I liked to party a little bit, but I just drank beer. I didn't really drink any hard alcohol in high school. One of my friends from early college, he introduced me to something called whiskey. And that shit will absolutely mess you up. Man, and literally, I think at one point I was running naked around the dorm.
There's going to be a lot of things. You're going to have, minus your RAs, little to no supervision. You're going to be kind of left to your own devices when you're not in class, when you have a lot of free time during the day, during the weeknights, during the weekends. And there's a lot of temptations there, meet new kids, get involved with new things. And especially if you're a kid that didn't really mess around with that stuff too much in high school, a lot of times it could be a shock to your system. It could be a lot at once. And you definitely need to have a good time, but also keep control, keep on the straight and narrow, not get too wild.
You're going to have access to the holy trifecta of bad vices in college. Alcohol,
drugs,
weed,
women,
and girls. The holy trifecta. He knows it.
Yep.
I know it. And that's leaving out the most important part of college, your education. We all forget about that because of that holy trifecta.
You're what?
There.
You're here to do what?
we all don't even realize, and that's what happened to me when I first went to college. I was doing all those things, taking it to the max, and I forgot about school. I failed my entire first set of exams, and it was awful, man. I didn't know what the heck I was doing. My parents were pissed, and they're like, we didn't send you here for one big party. So I had to adjust. I had to figure out what college was actually about, and that's when the real journey began. So remember, it's fun to have a good time, to enjoy your vices, but you won't be there long if you just succumb to them 100%.
And aside from that, just getting yourself caught up in trouble, your grade suffering, your parents and other people being upset with you. Aside from that, just your health, guys. On a more serious note, I've seen kids who would get into some hard drugs, things like that. Kids could OD, a lot of them. It's an epidemic now. So make sure what your friend circle becomes. Are these guys kids you'd really want to hang out with outside of college, or are you just doing it because you want to get messed up on the weekends? If the answer is yes, and they're people you genuinely think are good people and your friends, then go with it. But if not, if you're just in it for the parties and you're not even really caring that much about each other, then you should probably strive to find a better friend group and definitely focus on your studies, because years down the line, those memories, those nights out, they'll be fun in the moment, but what's really going to be important is at that time, how hard you work. Did you get good grades so you can set yourself up for a good future?
Get excited for college, boys. It's a super fun time. You're going to have a blast. But remember, there is an adjustment period. So take it into consideration and absolutely kill it at your new spots.
Work hard, play hard, boys. Have fun, but not too much.